welcome back to our channel for another episode here in the beautiful country of Malta. Where are we going to be going today, Olivia?
We are going to be going to Popeye Village and I guess wherever the day takes us.
Yeah, so you'll just have to come along with us and see where we go. Alright, so we got some hot plates here, and then we have a selection of things. You can make your own salad. Oh, what is this? It looks like apple pie.
These look like little egg bakes or something.
Oh.
Here's one.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
These coffee machines. I do a double shot of espresso. And of course, the day we decide to film the breakfast, it rains outside. We usually sit outside and it's so nice, but...
And the day I put my coat on.
I know.
The day I put my coat and my hat on to be warm enough outside.
A lot to do.
It is another beautiful day, but also a little cloudy and rainy. It's very in and out.
Yeah.
We have a lot more to do, a lot more to see, and we're excited to take you with us. Honestly, the way it feels here is just like it's a big playground. There's so much you can do, but you don't have to go far. People are really chill. No one's telling you you're doing things wrong. You just kind of come and go as you please. It's really, really lovely. So we'll be here for about 5 days. And I think that's probably the perfect amount of time. Maybe in the summer, a week and a half, if you just want to stay by the water and chill. But this time of year, I think 5 days is perfect.
Yeah, because if we were actually going swimming and just chilling by the beach for half the day, then we wouldn't have enough time to see everything there is to see. And there's a lot of stuff to see, but thankfully everything is in a really close proximity.
And it's something else that's important to note if you're coming to Malta is that we are now used to the Greek way of doing things, where on Sunday pretty much nothing is open. Pharmacies, supermarkets, things seem to be open like normal.
Yeah.
Except the pharmacies close at 9, but I think that's normal for Europe.
All right, story time, right? So the weather has been really, really unpredictable. It is really warm when the sun's out, and kind of makes sense because we're further south. So hence the hat. I've been kind of burned up here. But it's also really cold when it's cloudy. So last night we were hanging out in the balcony, having some snacks and a glass of wine. And we go in, and then 2 minutes later, the weather just changes drastically. So there is so much hail and wind, right?
It was really crazy because it was so calm, and then all of a sudden there was just a gust of wind, and it was loud, and it was very unexpected, but kind of exciting.
And then all of a sudden we look over there, right behind us. The balcony is that way, so we have a view of kind of where it goes out to the sea. All of a sudden we see a cyclone. It was so freaking crazy. I've never seen anything like that. I can tell there were strong currents underneath before the weather drastically changed. But then when everything changed and we look out in the opening coming into the harbor, a small cyclone, nothing humongous, but it looked
pretty big.
It looked pretty big. We cut the tail end of it on camera because everything was charging for the night, and it lasted for about 30 to 45 seconds, so we didn't have enough time to capture from the very beginning when it looked so intense. But we caught it as it was breaking out, going into the harbor right across that way from us, and it was it became weaker. But if there was a boat and it went through at that point, the boat would have definitely gotten flipped.
Yeah. Can I just say,
crazy.
The water's so beautiful.
Yes, the water's so beautiful and so clean. It's
definitely come back in the summer.
Yeah, we are loving the time of year that we've come because one, everything is pretty cheap. Our hotel room is really nice, recently renovated in 2020. They were kind enough to give us a free upgrade all the way to the 7th floor with a view of the sea. And including breakfast for 2 people every day, it was $56 a night.
Very good breakfast.
That comes out to about €50 a night. Really good. Now, if you come in the summertime, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot more expensive. We're in the city of St. Julian, which is where a lot of...
Most touristy area.
Yeah, where a lot of the big hotels are. Let's hit the road.
Hit the road.
We have entered a very historic set. If you're young, like younger than us, you probably won't know much. Olivia and I caught it just like a little bit, but our parents' generation used to love this stuff. So let's go explore Popeye's Village. What are your impressions so far?
This is such a funky place. Some of our trips, we have moments that just feel like complete fever dreams. I think this is one of them.
And we were debating whether we should pay to get in, and we haven't even come down the stairs to go into the village. We already think it's worth it. All right, and apparently with our tickets, there's a free postcard and popcorn. So right now we're at the very beginning, we're gonna go grab our free postcard. I think I'm gonna choose this one. Which one do you want? This one. Hey everyone, Maria from the future here, and Olivia and I decided we still have these 2 postcards, so why not give them away in a little contest? So if you would like to participate in the contest and receive one of these postcards, we will mail them to you. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, you like this video, leave a comment down below. Follow us on Instagram if you have it. If you're not, we'll let it pass. Comment down below with a username or handle or email that we can reach out to you, as YouTube does not allow for direct messages. So whatever you feel comfortable leaving. We'll wait about a week to give enough time to everyone to participate, given the time differences and all that good stuff. And then about a week, we're gonna do a draw and we're gonna pick the 2 lucky winners, and we're gonna reach out to you so we can get your address information. All right, back to the video. I used to have this exact same one, a little bigger, with Tweety Bird, and the alarm just like rings between the 2.
That's me.
That's you,
Olivia.
Olive.
Oh, it's cute. It's like an old classic cinema. I smell donuts.
Bro, I like that. We're moving here.
Bad boy, I'll smack you later. After my Pinatino.
One thing that I noticed that since we've been here in Malta, they, obviously we know now, we shared that it's the first country to reach herd immunity with COVID, but also everywhere you go, they say to use sanitizer when you go in and then every time you go out. Which is nice. And I'm just thinking, and it's seeing how people can just walk through here and they make it more of an attraction. It's really nice when they preserve film sets, and especially when it's a film too that's probably close to a lot of people's hearts and their childhood, that you can actually go through and they keep it and the people can still be a part of it instead of just demolishing it. So it's carnival season and they did a little performance here and we watched it. It was very cute. And I was just looking around to see the people watching and I felt really emotional thinking about the people in the Ukraine and that situation and how terrible it is, and just seeing people happy amidst everything being crazy in the world right now was really special and emotional.
While breaking news may have stopped reporting the war in Ukraine in order to focus on the problems we've been having locally with inflation and shortages that is making the life of millions harder by the day, the tragedies in Ukraine continue and they need our help more than ever. This website is a great resource for anyone interested in helping out in any way they can.
And something else which is good to note is I'm not really a Popeye fan. I don't really know much. I mean, I knew of, but coming here, like even as someone that's not like a big Popeye fan, it's still a really cool place to come.
Yeah.
And the location is beautiful. You got the most beautiful views.
These waters are like perfect. It reminds me of summer in Greece.
Yeah.
And now we got a wee bit hungry. So we're gonna go to the local place here where Popeye eats his food.
There's one restaurant, so
I wonder if they have spinach. Pizza looks really good. I was a bit hesitant because it's like a theme park, like you can't see the kitchen, it's like a set basically, but it looks really good. And Olivia is cutting new lines.
It kind of reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and I love Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
There you go. Tell us how it is.
Very oily, very cheesy, and very tasty.
There's some birds that have been eyeing us, so being animal lovers, we want to feed them. Are you ready to be humiliated at mini golf?
Indeed, only for you.
Popeye in me is coming out. I don't know if necessarily that's a good thing to have the Popeye strength playing mini golf, as it requires precision. Let's see. This one looks a little complicated, so. All right, I'm currently at 4 moves. 5 moves. 1 move. 4.
You'd hate if I tied with you, wouldn't you?
Oh, 5 moves. I win this one. Oh, 6. 7.
What can I say?
It's okay. You win in other ways. I'm a very competitive player, if you can't already tell. You love it how competitive I am. And as always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Have some spinach while you're at it. Alright, we just left Popeye's Village and Olivia wanted to get some coffee.
So that was weird. That was like the cheapest Starbucks I've ever had. It was like, normally I feel like a tall soy latte would be like $5.50. It was like €3. And that was with the soy. I mean, no, that wasn't. That's the cheapest I've ever seen in Europe for Starbucks.
And during global inflation too,
Yeah.
that's really good.
And I have a new spelling for my name. My Maltese name, Olivia. And I think the guy did that because he had no idea what he was doing spelling my name.
So this is a theory, and we don't know exactly where the name came from, but there's some evidence that potentially the name Malta came from the original Greek word meli, which means honey. And for the country of Malta, all the way back to Neolithic times, we have evidence that honey was part of the main diet. Honey has played a really big role in society and people's diets. Now, there was probably some Greek influence back then, and there are some evidence that there was from the ancient times. Given the location of the island, it's really close proximity to Greece, Italy. Then, after the Greek Empire kind of started declining and the Romans came through, it got the name Melita. And we saw that name on the boat, and we see that name more often because it's a more recent part of the island's history. So then they think from the Latin name Melita came the name Malta, and it's the name that became today.